it's just a real funny thing out here. You know, it's you know, I just sit back on the internet now and I just watch certain things. You know what I'm saying? And as I watch them, it starts to a lot of shit starts to come out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers out here, man, that just don't got their own way, or you know what I'm saying, that shit that they've been talking for so long is starting to dry up. You know what I'm saying? And me myself personally, I've just feel bad about things because I'm watching as I basically spit word for word. The community is going in this direction. But I want to shout out AP real quick because no matter what, AP stays in his lane. And I, you know, and it, not saying that in no different manner. He stays in his lane. His lane stays basically active. You know what I'm saying? And he stays in basically his lane. You feel me? But when it comes to the rest of the community, you know what I'm saying? And I want to call out like Aboriginal community, and not so much of everybody that be on AP channel because they are part of it, but just a couple of people that were basically leading people in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kumerio, Dane, Calloway. It's like now they on the verge of trying to steal. Basically, I wouldn't say steal. We put it out there. Shout out Tomahawk Tony. We did extensive research, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I hear Kumerio talking about the World Fair. they washing up, and it's starting to show to where you got to come down at a brother y'all don't even fuck with and steal information. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't talking about the World Fair. A lot of people didn't even know about the circus and how they played the part in, you know, building a Native American history. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, Kumerio is not a quote unquote what we would call today a black person. Kumerio is actually a Spaniard Portuguese person that is spitting a lot of so-called facts about being Hebrew Israelites, and he's been mixing the dope for a long time. And what I mean by mixing the dope is he goes and he mixed the Native American with Egypt and all of that shit, and he got a bunch of people in the community and, you know, over here talking about, you know, this is Egypt, and they get a lot of that bullshit from Kumerio. You know what I'm saying? But my people, we tend to stay relevant, you know what I'm saying, by spitting the facts, and we don't get into all that fake history that he talking about getting from Harvard University, because we're on to that shit now. Your ass is nowhere near Harvard University, bum ass nigga. Nowhere near a Harvard University. You sit up and you lie, and now you talking about the World's Fair, and you wouldn't have none of that information with your bum ass if it wasn't for Tomahawk Tony and myself. You know what I'm saying? We the ones who made the connection between the circus and basically, you know what I'm saying, the Native Americans' history. I've always told you that all the people in the Native Americans are in the circus. It's not a coincidence. A lot of people go because the dope has been mixed so much. You know, a lot of people go and they take these Asian pictures and they turn them into they turn these Asian pictures into quote unquote color folks. They go and they take the Asian people, from out of books that Kumerio, because this is what Kumerio does, and I really want to explain to you that Kumerio is not one of our people. I don't give a fuck what Dane Calloway's telling you. I don't give a fuck what nobody's telling you. Kumerio is not one of our people at all. You know what I'm saying? Kumerio sits around and he woos and he wows our people by saying that, you know, that we're mixed with Asian. This is his belief. This is his bringing to the community. And he sits around and he goes and he talks about pyramids and how the Native Americans are Egyptians and all this old crazy shit. No, there's a dividance between us and the, yeah, my bad. I don't know why, probably them trying to fucking, you know, report it or whatever the case may be. But there's a difference between, you know, these Asian groups and our groups of people. You know what I'm saying? Dark-skinned Asians, and it is a lot of dark-skinned Asians around. Kamala Harris is one of them, if you didn't know. There are dark-skinned Asians, but these people are not our people. These people are not the same as us. We really have to pay attention to those things. Now I see Kumerio talking about the World Fair again. The World Fair, the circus. You know, I've even told you if you stop listening to them, then you will know you will stop posting pictures of your ancestors being dark-skinned Asians. Again, this is something that Kumerio does. We have to pay attention to people that are basically agents in our community, putting out false agendas and false information, and now they have nowhere to turn. So now they want to come over here and try to take information from what they think I'm not paying attention to. It doesn't matter where I go. If I go into political conversations or podcasts, if I go into what I've been doing for the longest, spitting on who we are and what we have done in America, and how that makes us the beginning people in America, they will come and try to steal my information. It don't matter where I go. It don't matter where I go. The things that I've done and the things that I've put in the community have been great things. I have woke a lot of people up, even on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that have came over newly to the community, you could thank me for that, because nobody on TikTok has a bigger voice than me. I see Topcats trying to get over there, but you a bum. You mixing with the people that basically ain't on shit. Y'all don't know what to do. This isn't y'all calling. It isn't for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come and y'all trying to talk about political values now because Wild Indian then went over. They seeing how much Wild Indian had a page and got erased, and now he just went right back and got a whole nother following in like 2 days off of one post, doing 1 million. You know what I'm saying? They go on basically so many. It's like, pay attention, bro. You can say whatever you want to. My videos are up and they're outstanding. 3-hour documentaries talking about the World Fair, talking about the circus, talking about chinos to Indians. And I want to holler out because I didn't do it by myself. I really want to holler out Tomahawk Tony. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? He was like basically a mentor in the situation, and I give people credit what credit's due. He probably got a lot of beef with everybody else or whatever the case may be, but I'm giving credit where it's due. He was a mentor in the situation, and he never really got into like, yeah, you go here and look at here. No, he never got into trying to tell me what it was. He showed me. So you know what I'm saying? And to certain things that I need to be shown, we got together and did those things. You know what I'm saying? The World Fair, like I say, little brother, little Darius. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about you. You understand what I'm saying? Take your ass to 3 years ago on here when we was putting out the fucking information about the circuses. When the circus first started, there were plenty circuses. There wasn't just one fucking circus. So if you come over here to question me about some Kumerio and you don't know the fuck I am, goofy. You understand what I'm saying? Or what 1880s or what early 1920s? You don't know what the fuck you talking about. So take your ass into the documentaries and go watch the documentaries like Kumerio did. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get out here and have a discussion with me on what the fuck I'm talking about. Other than that, you can shut the fuck up and go back to listening to the Spaniard. You understand what I'm saying? I don't got no issues with y'all. You understand? Y'all newcomers. I don't know no Lil Darius. Motherfuckers with the name Darius is always a slow motherfucker anyway. See, this gonna be the old me coming out. And I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that I've changed a lot. No, you need to relax. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come over here asking me no motherfucking questions about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? About nothing. And if you could do me a favor, Lala, if you could do me a favor and mute that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Just mute that nigga. Put that nigga up out of here. You feel me? If you could do that favor for me. Fuck what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? But as I say, we put a lot of situations, a lot of things, we put a lot of things out in my time over on YouTube. I didn't really want to be in the YouTube gathering because it was a lot of fucking back and forth, a lot of arguing, a lot of bullshit, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, clicks and claiming clicks. And if you've been here before, then you know, man, we didn't put a coach to rest over here. And I want to give it out to Cali, you know what I'm saying, and people that was over here, you know what I'm saying, doing so as well. You know, I ain't got nothing against nobody. I want to put it out there. You feel me? He was with the movement too, you know what I'm saying, far as, you know, going against the occults. The shit that was just going on in the community about people not knowing how they being used and abused in the community, things being stolen, information, women being abused. It was so much going on within the community that we came together as a people. Like I say, Tomahawk Tony, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Aboriginal Power, because a lot of people played their positions and hanged on to what they got, but it's love to them. You feel what I'm saying? There's no disrespect to these type of people, but I got my names in here. Shout out to everything that I got going on myself, you know what I'm saying? Because Phoenix Moon is only talking about political shit, and what we should be doing as far as voting is because of me. Half of this fucking community didn't even, you know what I'm saying, think about voting, or wouldn't have no ideology or give a fuck about voting. It's because of what I'm doing on other platforms that got these people for some reason addicted to me and following me wherever the fuck I go, and they trying to, oh yeah, we're gonna bring this back to YouTube. Oh, we're gonna talk about Donald Trump and what he did back to YouTube. It doesn't matter what I go and do. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I still play a part in vital information. You know what I'm saying? And me saying that is like, Kumerio, now you're talking about the World Fair. Now you're talking about circus and the connection that it makes between your people, because these are your people. The Asian immigrants are your people. I don't know why y'all think Kumerio is a colored man or mixed with color. This motherfucking Spaniard spick motherfucker is not one of us. And he shouldn't be teaching one of us anything. All of that fake, I got my information from fucking, Harvard University. Bitch, you ain't even allowed on Harvard University's property. Get the fuck up out of here. It's all goofy shit, and it's getting tiring. You know what I'm saying? It's getting fucking tiring, bro. Like the stealing information, the lying, and nothing that me and Tomahawk Tony, like, you know, anything, and I want to make this clear. Anything that we've put out, the information, is unfucking disputable. It's undisputable information, even when you go down to the nickel, right? The nickel, the motherfucker on the Buffalo nickel, right? The motherfucker on the Buffalo nickel was a show Indian out of the fucking circus. The Buffalo nickel that y'all run around with talking about, look at the nose. Those are Asian people. Kumerio is an agent in the game. He has taken Asian people and talking about he has brought the pictures to color and used them as basically saying that they were color Asians, and y'all walking around talking about y'all ancestors, and instead of showing your grandmothers and grandfathers, y'all showing us a picture that has been fucked up and turned out of black and white into a color picture, but made sure that we captured the Asian and made them dark skinned. That's some fuckery at its most. And these are Dane Calloway's homies. This is homie. This Dane Calloway homie. You understand what I'm saying? This is his bread and butter. This is homie. This where they come from. This is why y'all running around this bitch, ain't did no research on nothing, talking about this is Egypt. That shit is, all this shit is foul, man. It's foul. And this is why I left the community, because I got a passion for this shit. You understand? And it kind of make me, it be pissing me the fuck off that y'all even listening to some fucking Spaniard tell you, oh, long time ago. Motherfucker, you the motherfucker that we saying is not the Native American. You're the motherfucker that we're saying is not the Aboriginal. You're the motherfucker that we're saying is not the Indian. How the fuck in return is you bringing us some motherfucking information? How? And it's just niggas lined up at the fucking door listening to a fucking Spaniard Asian mix. Portuguese motherfucker. And y'all don't go on his Instagram. Y'all don't know who he is or how he look. And it's sad. It's sad. How the fuck you got somebody like that teaching you anything? And this is why I'm not over here. Because my blood pressure starts to get high. You know what I'm saying? My emotions start to run. And I start to get pissed off at the situation, because it's definitely a situation and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? It needs to stop. The stealing the information, I don't give a fuck about who goes out there. Like I say, my documentaries are on there. As long as fucking 3 to 4 years before that motherfucking Spaniard got to running his Caucasian ass lips, my shit is up there. You know what I'm saying? My TikToks, my X accounts, motherfuckers know who I am, regardless of if they came here. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if they came here and they met you and you think that they knew. They met me on TikTok. They met me on TikTok. I do numbers over there. You understand what I'm saying? They met me on X. I do numbers on X. They met me on Rumble. I do numbers on Rumble. You feel what I'm saying? I'm damn near about to start doing numbers on Twitch. It doesn't matter where y'all think a position that I play. I play a big position in these niggas saying what the fuck they saying. I'm controlling every. That nigga ain't talking about no World Fair. And he, oh, I knew about that. No, you didn't. You would have talked about this shit 3 to 4 years ago. Y'all waiting till the information got hot, and motherfuckers is now pulling out books and things that I done discussed with them on TikTok because I done got their ass right with their information. Now they're pulling out the books and they want to go look, and they're looking, and they probably finding you because I'm not here and I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, they finding the motherfucking scammer. You motherfuckers is scammer. Y'all don't got this in y'all heart, bro. This is why y'all dying out. It don't matter what you say. Y'all dying out. When y'all got to come and try to, like, recycle information from me, something wrong with you. Something is fucking wrong with you. I know your shit is dying out. This is not Egypt. I don't give a fuck. I didn't even look as far as a time in America called Egyptomania, right? Go to that time in the 1920s. To where in the early 18s and the 19s. Go into that time in the 1920s and you're gonna get your Egyptomania, right? You gonna get your Egyptomania, and you gonna get when all of this shit started. Then you gonna get Noble Drew Ali out the circus, being allowed, and left the circus and started an occult where he wanted his name to live on forever. Walter Brister, Noble Drew Ali, Timothy Drew Ali changed his names a few times, but his name is Walter fucking Brister. He was in these same circuses, right? The World Fairs. And now he got out of the World Fairs and got with eugenics and got with these people, and they starting this African shit. And all of that shit that he's wearing is costumes that he got out the circus. It's all there. It's all there. And if you want to get upset or you want to be mad, I never gave a fuck anyway. It's all there. And I've been putting it out over the last 5 or 4 years. But since these motherfuckers think they slick and thinking ain't nobody watching them, listen, man. It's people that just got in this community. Like, you know, I've learned about the World Fair and the circus through you. You know, everything you was spitting on TikTok, you know, these guys didn't like you. The Nobles and the Naturals and the Naturillas and all these motherfuckers, you know, the Be For Reals and all these goofy ass new motherfuckers, right? They didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like me at all. And I didn't give a fuck. I was going after they ass for fake trabbing it, trying to start this shit up. Got with Phoenix Moon. She sending they goofy ass off. They want to fake trab it. They want to make fake trabs. They want to start all their bullshit on TikTok. I was exposing they motherfucking ass. I promise you, I started some whole other shit on TikTok. So the shit don't bother me. Shit don't bother me. You won't be able to do this around me. You understand? Go get your tribe or your family. Ain't no motherfucking no trailers or living like this gonna tell me shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or tell me to join a tribe or any of that bullshit y'all got going on, because it ain't real. You understand? These people are false people. They coming in to put false doctrine, and they about to try to put a spin on what I didn't put out to try to fit their agenda. And anywhere your agenda with Kumerio, the main agenda, the main sour ass, bitch ass agenda he got is trying to paint the Asians, listen, to make it look like that colored folks sprouted from Asians and we mixed with the Native Americans. That's his agenda. That's a fucking agenda of Kumerio's. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you got a lot of motherfuckers that's running around talking about, those are our people too. We mix with those people. Not even understanding how the reservation, understanding that the colored folks that go to the powwows do not live on the reservations with the Asians. The colored folks that you see at the powwows do not live on the reservations with the Asians. If the Asian man married the colored woman, that is their family. That's their intermingle, not yours. This is what people don't understand, and they fall for this shit, and they get to talking about, oh, these people are doing this, and these people are that. Like, it's all false flagging ass, goofy ass shit, and this is why I left, because it's all fuckery, and you get tired of the shit at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get real sick of the shit. The shit is sickery. It's fuckery and it's sickery. And it's so many new motherfuckers on TikTok that come with these pictures that Kumerio put together. Like, man, it's fucked up that he put together. He put these pictures together. And they coming on TikTok talking about our ancestors, and they got pictures of Asians. And it was a black and white picture that is now a fucking a black and white picture that is now a fucking a colored picture, and he done darkened in the Asians to make them look brown. And you sharing this shit and I told y'all how dangerous this shit was. Cause it's definitely fucking dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. And now we got a mixing of the dope generation. Now they around this bitch talking about, yeah, they ancestors was fucking Asiatic.
Asians still in the fucking game, playing the game. No, we are totally different fucking people. Anybody, listen, man, anybody being a native in America, that's everybody. Do y'all understand? That's white people, that's color folks, that's Asian people, that's anybody that was born in these lands. So anybody can get a native title, anybody can go fight to be protected under the native status, anybody can fucking do that because they are known as natives. Every fucking body. I'm a native Chicagoan. Am I from Chicago? Is my people from Chicago? No, no. My people is actually from the South, Mississippi, Alabama, coming. You know what I'm saying? Those places. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just born here in Chicago. So I've been here and I got generations that have been here. So they will be considered native Chicagoans. But if it broke it down to the original tribes that were here in Chicago, I wouldn't my people weren't the first motherfuckers in Chicago. There's people that was from Carbondale that is literally from Carbondale and don't have no people outside of Carbondale. You understand what I'm saying? Don't have no people from the South. People don't understand this type of shit, brothers and sisters. It's a whole game. And now it's a game on wordplay. And now these niggas want to resort to Dane Calloways and I'm gonna bring him up too, cause that's his motherfucking mans. That's his mans. They bros. You know what I'm saying? Bros. Don't get no hoes. Must be bros over hoes with these niggas, but they bros. And they this the false shit. They try to build these, and they got the new little group going on where they build this shit where motherfuckers really be thinking they be starstruck. And that's I talk to one of the people off TikTok on a daily basis, and I told him that's the most dangerous thing in the YouTube world. Y'all starstruck. I'm a regular fucking person. You understand? You might see me come out and speak some facts and speak that, but I'm a regular fucking human being just like you. What? Don't be starstruck over these goofy ass motherfucking TikTok motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? Letting these motherfuckers tell you anything like they run something like because they don't. You understand? The motherfucker don't run nothing. They regular fucking people. They regular fucking people. So y'all running over there with Dane Calloway thinking y'all gonna get some type of fucking cookies or some type of fucking up in the world. You ain't about to get shit. You about to get fucking played. Cause these niggas is used to playing motherfuckers and trying to get money out of motherfucker as any way they fucking can. That's what they own. I don't build no groups. You don't see no groups around me because I don't give a fuck about making nothing off nobody. What I spit and the research that I have done, if I've done it with a motherfucker, I've always reached out to that motherfucker. And the Chinese Underground Railroad, you never heard about that. You never heard about that. You didn't know the Chinese Underground Railroad existed. That was your boy. But you will hear motherfuckers running around here talking about the Chinese Underground Railroad. It wasn't the African American Underground Railroad. It was the Chinese Underground Railroad. Go look it up. It was a smuggling organization, smuggling Asians in and out of motherfucking Mexico, in and out of Arizona, in and out, you know what I'm saying, of America, in and out, where they paid $50 to $250. All of this shit is on my lives. All this shit is on my lives. But the circus leads up into that. Because as me and Tony was doing on the circus, we came across some information that was on the college university had the information. And it was out here in my stumping grounds. And when we looked that up, and all the links I dropped in that live that we did, all the links I dropped in that live. And when we looked that shit up, it was telling us how the circus were handing over Asians. How the government, the United States government was giving Asians to the circus. To the circus. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got all that shit. How they supposed to been at war with each other in the 1800s, and the fuck they in fucking Scotland doing shows. Yeah, the circus left America and went to certain places, other places, and went certain other places out the country. So while all the Native Americans talking about, did they know their ancestors was out the countries in the 1800s fucking doing circus magic tricks? They don't fucking know. They don't fucking know. They don't know that shit. And shout out to everybody. Shout out Queen of Thrones. Shout out Indian Exposed. Man, motherfuckers been around for a while. I want to shout y'all out. Shout out definitely Lala D. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been around too long. Too long. It's been a lot of people around too long. You young motherfuckers that just coming into this shit thinking y'all ain't, thinking we don't know who y'all is. We know who the fuck y'all is, brother. We know, sister. We know the fuck y'all is. Y'all new as hell. You know, you got a whole group of them talking about, I bought this Indian shit to TikTok. Boy, I had 4 million fucking followers when Trump first fucking ran. When Trump first ran, my name was Wild Indian on TikTok. I have 4 million fucking followers. What the fuck y'all talking about y'all brought to TikTok? Motherfucker, I brought that too. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all just got on TikTok. Motherfucker just got on TikTok. I see you top cats going live on TikTok with the fucking goofies thinking you about to pimp they ass. They don't do nothing but come on and hit me up. Call some of them got my phone number. They just get in my phone number. Look at this goofy motherfucker. That's top cat. Look at they bring this motherfucker out because he'd have probably said something crazy as hell behind my back, you know what I'm saying? And then go on there and go get with Be For Real and them. And they just mad because I shut that fake trab and shit down. Natural. We started this TikTok. Y'all ain't start shit. Opium is a white boy. I shut all that shit down. When I first got on the live, bro, you white. No, you white. I can tell you a white boy. Y'all around this bitch talking about you a native, you a white. Now down the line, guess what? They done found out Opium is a white boy. They like, you a white boy. I been told y'all that. I don't never my energy don't be wrong. I be feeling that shit when out the door when these niggas be off. And he was off through the door. His ass a white boy. He trying to get into it with me, and I can tell by his phenotype. Y'all new to this shit. Don't try to out talk a motherfucker, try to play with a motherfucker, cause a motherfucker would definitely would definitely motherfucking expose your ass. A motherfucker would definitely expose your ass. I was telling them motherfuckers the whole time, be for real, living in a fucking trailer, fat as hell, sitting around here trying to lie to motherfucker. Oh, sweet ass. Listen, man. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a liar. You're down there in Louisiana. You claiming that you started this Indian shit. You ain't never fucking heard of the Nevilles. Never fucking tried to get into touch with them. That means you don't know what's going on, even on the internet. You don't know what's going on, even in this community. You just took some shit, ran that way, and tried to run on, and you don't even know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Everybody, these new motherfuckers is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I welcome them with open arms. You understand what I'm saying? But when y'all talking about y'all did something, made something, like y'all need to cut it the fuck out. Shout out to Kumerio, old white boy. Fucking white boy. It's a fucking white boy. Go to my lives on YouTube and look up, put in Kumerio, and you can see the pictures of Kumerio. That's it. That's it. You can see the pictures of Kumerio. You can see him. He's a white boy. He's a Spaniard. He's everything that we saying we not. I don't know how the fuck he teaching y'all this shit. Dane Calloway is a fucking faulty motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Faulty as hell. They all faulty. And it's time for y'all to wake up, man, and start paying attention to that. You know, I'm slowly trying to get back. I'm changing my whole career. Just got my driving trucks now, so I'll be done doing this after the following week. So, you know, I'm into something else, you know what I'm saying, to take care of my family, trying to get my family out of Chicago. You know, we've been up here fighting with these immigrants, fighting with Kumerio people, the Caucasian Venezuelans. We've been up here having all-out war with Caucasian Venezuelans. And I just want y'all to know that I would like for any of y'all to take Kumerio over there to where we as colored folks on the west side of Chicago is having all-out fights. You go on Facebook and just look it up, Venezuelans versus Chicago. They just had a fight. They had another fight that ain't filmed. You understand what I'm saying? Venezuelans versus Chicago. And then you take Kumerio and you put him out there in the middle of that shit. And I'm going to ask you, what side is he on? Exactly. So, like, I don't want to hear that shit. Motherfucker is a white man. You know what I'm saying? Stop stealing information, bro. Like, stop stealing information. It's okay. It's okay to say, oh, look, bro, was talking about this. I did my own research off this, but I done touched every fucking area of that circus. Every area. Into the fact where I done named out each fucking circus there ever was on my TikTok. Right now, my TikTok is going through political shit right now because I'm adamant right now about pushing the agenda that we should vote for Trump and come from up under the Democrats. Because in my history of learning, they are the KKK. They are the ones that the Divine Nine has the pat with, and they're going to continue to bury our fucking people. So we need to go back into what we was. And if we go back Republican, who's to say they're white over there too? What we need to do is really get back involved. We need to be training our kids to get back involved, but we going under Republican values because it's something that we created that was hijacked. I understand that.
You understand what I'm saying? But we'll never be able to have that freedom under these motherfuckers. So, you know, I'm voting. I don't give a fuck what they say gonna change. A lot of motherfuckers, ain't nothing change every time you vote. Yeah, because we didn't vote for motherfucking, my whole city been Democratic ever since. Ain't nothing changed because the president just changed. I want to change these city officials that are Negro Democrats coming under the Divine Nine, steady stealing money, locked up. Like, man, it got so deep with the history in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That basically I was here and I was doing some research on the Divine Nine in Chicago, that they actually killed the man who was speaking about them. And they came and they locked up the Larry Hoovers and they locked up the Chief Maliks and shit. They locked them up. The Divine Nine helped get rid of them using the churches. You know what I'm saying? Certain motherfuckers knew certain people was being used, but they was locked up. And as they locked up our real leaders, they start implementing the Divine Nine leaders. And now that's what we have. Mayor Brandon, which is a Divine Nine leader. They're going to raise property taxes. They're going to get down on Negroes. They're going to keep on stealing, and they Negroes. So it's time to separate ourselves from them. And the way of separating ourselves from them is separating ourselves from the Democrats, because they have they have a pact, just like Malcolm X came pact, and he told y'all Farrakhan has a pact. Farrakhan is a part of the Divine Nine. Farrakhan went to college. He a part of the Divine Nine. And they have a pact with the KKK. The same pact that the Divine Nine now has with the Democrat, which is the KKK. They have a pact with these people. I ask people all the time, I don't give a fuck about Obama. I can't name one Negro in America that I know name is Obama. Not one. Never been around one. Never seen one. Never was cool with one. Never know Ashley Obama. No, none of that. None of that. None of that. Remove this clown motherfucker. Hold on. Don't worry about it. I'll remove his ass. We don't these folks that's here in Chicago, they're gonna raise the property taxes. They put these immigrants on us, and niggas did this. I don't want to hear nothing about no white man did it. This shows us we living in a time to where we paying attention to what niggas are doing. Niggas did this. My city has always been ran by Democrats, and they have been black Democrats, quote unquote black. I hate to use that term, but they have been black Democrats. I'm gonna call their ass black. They've been black fucking Democrats, and they have been doing this. Over who brought the Arabs to the neighborhood? Black Democrats. Divine Nine Circle motherfuckers who's been running the aldermans, because we know if Larry Hoover and them was still running the communities, these motherfuckers wouldn't be in our neighborhoods. These motherfuckers would be coming up with money somehow to pay us. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the real leaders, and fuck the Divine Nine, because it's their ideology, and it's their path that they got with the white man to make sure that we never have a leader that don't come through them. So fuck them. You know, continue on stealing information, you know. Motherfucker ain't too far gone. I ain't too far gone. Just wait after the election. Just wait after the election, motherfucker. I'm gonna be back on y'all ass. So continue to steal information. Continue to call out shit that y'all in. You know, you got motherfucking Phoenix Moon talking about, yeah, the Manila Gala and all that shit. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You been on here how long and ain't said nothing about the Manila Gala? Ain't said nothing about it. Ain't saying you ain't knew about it, but you ain't said nothing about the book. Nothing about the book. Motherfuckers want saying nothing about chinos to Indians. Nothing about it. Nothing about it. Now y'all out here, oh, from chinos to Indians, and now y'all trying to make the connections that we made out of certain books, and then got out of the books and went to the archives and got information. The Chinese Underground Railroad, the Manila Gala, it was all linked up together. They were getting straight off the boat and smuggling their way into America. Straight off the Manila Gala into Mexico, then getting smuggled into America. The Asian Exclusion Acts, the Chinese Exclusion Acts, the Japanese Exclusion Acts, the Chinese Exclusion Acts, there were 3. The Filipino Exclusion Acts. The first Indians in North America, they have it written down already. You can Google the first Indians in North America were considered the Asian motherfuckers. They were called Indians. They are known as the Filipinos. They knew their background. They knew where they came from. Not on no fucking ice bridge on no Bering Strait.
These motherfuckers point at the Bering Strait, but you forget about the boat connection. If you're looking up at the Bering Strait, you're forgetting about down here. You're forgetting about down there, below the Bering Strait, where Mexico and Hawaii and all that shit. That's where the fuck they came in. Bering Strait, my ass. 10,000 years, my ass. That is not where the fuck they came from. And as long as you keep saying that bullshit, you giving them recognition that they was here 10,000 years ago. They wasn't here 10,000 years ago. The white man beat them here. The white man brought them here. Understand that. A Mexican is Spaniard and Asian. This is not no motherfucking Mexican Mayan. This is a Spaniard and Asian. The Venezuelans that are up here right now, they are Spaniard and Asian. Caucasians. That's what the fuck going on right now. This is Asian and Spanish, and now they trying to use Latin America, the Democrats, to wash out the remainder of the Negroes. And y'all not watching it. And if we continue to let these motherfuckers here, we talking about how these motherfuckers are fucking, they fucking like wild animals, these motherfucking Venezuelans, trying to get their numbers up, trying to get their papers before Trump get in office. They fucking like wild animals. You done gave them a year to get people motherfuckers pregnant. You done gave them a whole year. They trying. They trying to wash us the fuck out. And it's happening. It's happening. Due to these fucking Democrats. So it's time for us to start going against the grain. Against the grain. Against the grain, people. Whatever direction they point us in, we're going to go the other way just be fucking cuz. Just, yeah, we're going to go that way. Why y'all going that way? Just because. It's racist. I don't give a fuck what y'all telling me about the Republicans. We ain't never had a Republic. I love Texas way more than I love Chicago. And it's all Republicans down there. I feel free in Texas way more than I do in Chicago. It's all Republicans down there. Chicago fucked up, and the Democrats did it with black Democrats with them. They've been doing this shit. And now since we are woke, because this information has led me somewhere, and it has led me here. We've been fucked up. Now when the time trusting our own. It's the way they've been fucking us. So we need to wake up as a people, man. We need to come together. If you ain't vote and you listening to these bum-ass motherfucking YouTubers who ain't got no motherfucking money, who telling you ain't nothing gonna change, I told you I vote not only just to be voting, I vote because it's right. Because I can get on here and watch our people get hit with water hoses. I can watch our people be drugged down the street, beat down the street, motherfuckers be killed just because, oh, they didn't want them to cast a vote. Motherfucker, America is ours in any way. The motherfucking commercial, whatever you got going on, the Commerce is ours. This is where we from. So whatever game is being played, bitch, we allowed to play whether we want to or whether we don't. So for the people that don't understand, voting registration is how they pick jury duty. If your ass ain't voting, you ain't getting jury duty. Okay, you ain't getting jury duty. Now go listen to the rappers talking about some, oh man, these motherfuckers ain't our peers and the white man and the white man. No, your dumb motherfucking colored ass is not voting and you're not getting picked for jury duty. And if you're not getting picked from jury duty, you can't hang the trial when these motherfuckers steady trying to send me up the river. Hey, somebody block this motherfucker. Somebody block this motherfucker. Block him. Just get him the fuck out of here. Saying the stupidest shit. I don't got time for the shit you saying. Fuck out of here. I ain't got time for all that technicality. I told y'all, this one I don't deal with the Moors and I don't deal with a lot of shit. The circus people. Nobody knew they was a Moor. Nobody was talking about they was the, I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Nobody, oh, we going back to the Ottoman Empire. Now explain how the Ottoman Empire is in America. Because if you all came from the Ottoman fucking Empire, then you came here some type of way. So you're not the people of this land. You're from the Ottoman Empire some fucking where. This shit was brought to us via circus. Via Noble Drew Ali. There's not a motherfucking nigga who was saying he was a Moor throughout motherfucking American history until Noble Drew Ali in 1920s. There wasn't a nigga. And if it was, guess what? He was from India. He was from fucking, actually Arab. It wasn't none of our people. You brought on this 7 circle information. Now you got dividings. Now you got red and blue. We got the Crips, we got the Bloods, got the GDs, got the Moes, got the red and white on the blue on the flag. We got red and blue continuously. We got Republicans versus Democrats. We got separation, people. Separation. Fucking-ration. This what's going on. If you want to stand behind LGBT bullshit, if you want to stand behind fuck shit, and you're not paying attention, right? Let me just give y'all this quick little story, and then I'm out. First of all, I'm gonna put this on play because you ain't heard about it. It's called the American First Committee. Say it with me. American First Committee. It was started by the guy, can't remember his name, but he's the owner of Quaker's Oatmeal. I think he's dead now, but his family is the owner of Quaker Oatmeal. They all started at Yale University. Understand this shit. I wanna point this out to y'all, what the fuck is going on in America, because half of y'all are on this bullshit ass history trip on some bullshit and y'all don't know what's going on today. It's called the American First Committee. The American First Committee was started by a guy named, I forgot the guy name, but like I say, he's the guy that owned Quaker's Oatmeal, right? Now, Quaker's Oatmeal, he went to Yale University, right? And he got with a bunch of Democrats and Republicans. The thing is, you have to be native to America. So these are the native to American white people that were born here. This was started in either the late 1920s or the early 30s. But check this out. So now, the American First Committee had an ordeal, right? The American First Committee was a bunch of white people. Now, y'all know the separation between niggas and whites at this time. We were separated, right? But they were our eye outside of the country. What do you mean by that? The white people knew where the fuck they came from, right? We, in this time, understand, in this time, in 1925, we owned 70% of America. Again, in 1925, we owned 70 to 75. I'm gonna up them numbers. 75% of America, Negroes did. Now you tell me how. We owned 70 to 75% of America in 1925. That's on the dockets. You can go look that up. So the American First Committee, and I gotta hurry up with this. The American First Committee was formed at Yale University. It was formed by the guy that started Quaker's Oatmeal, and it was a bunch of Democrats and Republicans, most Republicans, right? That wanted to keep their freedom values, and they wanted to keep us being America. They wanted to basically, right? They wanted to isolate America. They was into being isolationists, and they wanted to stay out of wars. Okay, hint. That's what Donald Trump is doing now, and he's saying America first. Pay attention. Now, in this time, we had some jump off called World War II. When World War II jumped off, motherfucking the American First Committee was like, America first, fuck what's going on with the Jews, let that shit go on in fucking Europe. They'll handle their own fucking problem. Now Hitler is, there you go, Douglas Stewart. I'm happy you looked that up. That's his name. Hitler is on a branch like, now this committee was a lot of white people. It was their shit. They started it. And like I say, we had our own affairs going on. So a lot of us wasn't a part of that, but they're back and they have adapted us now. But let me continue this going. Now, in this time, the American First Committee was like, you know, fuck that World War II shit. We're going to stay out of that. So now the Jews come to America and they own the media. They always have. They created it. Dr. Zeus, they use Dr. Zeus books. They use everything. If you go look up the American First Committee right now and go in and scroll through some of those things, you see they use Dr. Zeus. They use media to basically tell that the Jews were dying in mass numbers and we're not helping, so the American First Committee must be Nazis. And American First Committee was standing between us and that war that they were having over there, right? So now the American First Committee has a thing that they do. They go get Native Americans, which are white people at the time. We are Aboriginals. We are from here. They go get natives, not the Indians. They go get Native American people, which are Native American, born to the land white people, right? And they pick the entrepreneurs, the main one at that time, the most richest motherfucking American white man on these lands at that time was the dude Ford. Ford, you know, the motherfucker who made Ford Motors. He was the motherfucker that had all the bread. He was your fucking Donald Trump, right? So now Ford was vicious with his shit, and you can understand this is 1925. They don't give a fuck about saying nigga. They don't give a fuck about saying Jew. They don't give a fuck about what they say. So he's out that bitch talking about, hey, we ain't going no motherfucking war for these motherfuckers. Is you crazy? They going at him, calling him a Nazi. They going at his business. They're attacking him. The Jews are in media. So now he goes and takes and go pay $1 million, right, to a motherfucking genealogist, a few of them. And he has this book written. If you go look it up right now, it's called The International Jew. This some crazy shit. I promise you. I did the research on it, and it's fucking crazy, bro. And it will take you into a time to show you that white people is fighting white people. We call them all white people, but there's different white people. It's these Jewish people who are the Khazars, which is in the book called the Khazarian Nation, the International Jew, which is banned. This book was banned. The International Jew, and it basically, they was telling them that he got to pay them for the Holocaust and we got to go to war for them, and they the Jews, God, people. And he was like, hold on, bitch, we ain't going to no war. Y'all want to call me racist? Y'all want to use media? Then I'm going to go have a book written and I'm going to find out exactly where you motherfuckers was from. The Khazarian Nation shit that stands out right now today, it comes from out the book called The International Jews. He did that shit. He did that. Ford did that. You would know nothing of Khazaria. You would know the Khazarians. Bitch, you would know nothing of that shit if it wasn't for Ford. Ford is the one who opened that book, that Pandora box. And it was true. And it was true. Those people believed in Baal. They believed in the devil. And they still do. That's why every time you deal with them, you got to sacrifice somebody. They got the pedophilia going on. It's the truth. So now, how they flooded out into Poland after their world was destroyed by the Muslims and the Catholics, they flooded out into Poland and goddamn it, into Poland and places around Europe, and goddamn it, it was a motherfucking dude. Hitler was like, you know, the same shit that they doing to colored folks in America, like the secret relationship between niggas, they was taking over Europe like this. And motherfuckers got mad at them. Now, if you look at Germany's banks then, that's where you're gonna see how this shit got full affected and started, because Hitler wasn't fucking by himself. Don't ever believe that one man stood up and was on some bullshit. Yes, one man led the party, but all of these motherfuckers was against the motherfucking Jews. Germany was against the Jews. Germany was like, fuck this shit. They blame it on one fucking man. One man had the balls to say something. Everybody else was against him. There were Africans in the fucking party. There were fucking Hindus. It was a Hindu SSS soldier. They were looking for Jews. Everybody had a fucking problem with them. They were trying to take over Germany's banks, which probably now they seceded. Hitler and everybody else got up and they was like, fuck that. And they started trying to off all the Jews. They was like, we just tired of them as a whole, because every time they leave, they come back. Every time we get rid of these motherfuckers, they come back. So we just gonna kill them off as a whole. We gonna kill a lineage. This is all true. We saying, no, we don't want to get in it. So we voted for it. Now we got motherfuckers who basically, the Jews ran behind the niggas. You always say niggas want to vote. Now I need you to pay attention to this. Niggas have always been able to vote. When they passed the federal law for us to be able to vote, that was meaning that you can't spray us with water hoses no more. You can't beat us no more. Our vote can't get cheated no more. That we have the right to vote federally. That didn't say we didn't have the right to vote, because we've been fucking voting. We've been fucking voting, people. We've been fucking voting. That dude got up, JB, whatever the fuck his name is, and the Republicans that wanted to give us our right, meaning that you can no longer try to fuck us up over voting. It's a federal law. That didn't give us the right to vote. We didn't start voting in 1960, bitch. We've been voting since voting been voting. It was just a big fucking risk to vote. So a lot of the Jews stood behind the Negroes to overthrow the American First Committee. They stood behind us. We called them racists. We called them Nazis. Just like the media is doing today. Just like the white folks that are a part of motherfucking the Democrat Party and all this KKK shit. Just like the Jews, which is behind it. Oh my God, man, if you only knew. The Jews behind the KKK too. If you only fucking knew. If you only knew. This shit that's behind the Democrats, the Jews are running the Democratic Party, and they basically got us, the secret relationship between the niggas and the Jews, against Donald Trump and any white motherfucker that think he gonna get up and say something because he white. But this is really the Jews running the situation. And they got a secret relationship with that Divine Nine Circle. So everything that's being pushed up out of here is causing these problems. It's the Divine Nine Circle leading us. And they leading the media and they leading everything the fuck else. And they got us going against the American First Committee again. So now the American First Committee dies off. They dies off. They die off. They didn't die off. You thought they died, right? No, they didn't die. Nope. They came back. The American First Committee came back. They came back with Donald Trump. They hand-elected Donald Trump because now you had Ford had stepped down. And they grouped into hiding because everybody called them racist. It was a bunch of white men that were a part of a group that was basically seemed to be some type of hate group because they wanted to stand against the Jews or getting into war for the Jews. They didn't hate the Jews. They just tell them like, this will fuck up our social structure. We will put our kids on the main line of your fucking war and it'll be a problem. So Donald Trump came back as the American First Committee. The American First Committee elected Donald Trump. Donald Trump will not quit. They will have to kill Donald Trump. But listen, it also elected J.D. Vance because they had Pence in there, and Pence knows better. Now he's talking out about what was going on, but they had Pence in there, but Pence was not a part of the American First Committee. J.D. Vance is. If you look at J.D. Vance, he went to Yale University. When you seen all them white boys, listen, when Trump first ran, I want y'all to pay attention to something. Remember all them white boys had them white shirts on and them black pants, and they had them torches and they was walking? They was not the KKK, dumb motherfuckers. They were the American First Committee, which is a organization, and they got some secret shit like skull and bows and shit going on too, but they always wanted to protect America. They wanted America to stay free from the wars that were going on outside of here. They didn't want us to become slaves to the Jews. They didn't want us to go to wars, which if we didn't stand with the American First Committee, right? If we wasn't with that right now like we are, if we wasn't with that, we wouldn't have been the first people on the fucking field when we went to these wars. The American First Committee has been against all that. Now they see that you have people like Obama and you have all these Africans, right, that then came and was born here. So now they're claiming citizenship and now they want to change everything from the Constitution. They want to change this country into a fucking hellhole like their countries, right? We always had our inside problems with motherfuckers. I'm not going to say that we didn't, but that's our problem. That's our in-house problem. So now you got Obama. Who the fuck is Obama? I don't know Obama. So he's a first-class motherfucking, first-generation motherfucking citizen. Who the fuck is Kamala Harris? Oh, I was born in California but raised in Canada. I'm a first-class citizen. All my people from India. These are first-class citizens. Ben Crump, all of these motherfuckers that are involved in fucking with the Constitution and trying to fuck up what America has had written for the longest. They doing that. They introducing the gay. They doing whatever they can to overturn this country and break the Constitution. Whatever they can. So now it's the American First Committee like it's our time. They get up and they say, we tired of this shit. And they elect Donald Trump, who's a motherfucker who loves America. He loves America. And who's willing to put their life on the line for America. He's willing to do that. He has no problem with Negroes. He ain't got no problem with Negroes. He even told you we built this country. He'll stand behind anything that we trying to motherfucking write up. He'll stand behind, but he ain't gonna stand behind them Jews. That's why he didn't take money from the Jews. He know what they're doing. The Jews don't want him in office because the Jews are going to continue to kill the Palestinians. And what they're doing right now, what you think they're doing is they just warn. No, they're expanding their borders. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So, like, I want you to pay attention to the shit that's going on right now. And like I say, these first class generation citizens that ain't been here don't. If Ben Carson ran for president and made it, guess what? Ben Carson a nigga. Ben Carson a nigga. These are niggas. Jesse Jackson a nigga. Even though we don't like that nigga. Now we don't like that nigga there. But Jesse Jackson is a nigga. These are niggas who should have got the seat before Obama. They niggas who got family who's been niggas who been here. But Obama got it. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here, and they shouldn't be making choices. Kamala Harris is no fucking body, and she ain't got the right to make no fucking choices about what goes on in America and how long we've been going through civil rights. Obama came out talking to us. Why was it such a problem when Obama came out and spoke to quote unquote black men about their vote? Fuck Obama. Bitch, was you here? Where's your mama and your daddy? You weren't here doing no civil rights. We don't even know no motherfucker's name Obama. Again, I ain't never fucked a bitch named Ashley Obama. Ain't never went to jail with Daryl Obama. Ain't never gang banged with John Obama. Don't know no fucking Obamas. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? To be coming to us to tell us about our struggles in America. And this relationship that these Moors and these punk ass motherfuckers got with all black people around the world, it need to end now. Because all dark skinned people ain't motherfucking India people from India are dark skinned Caucasians. Ain't a nigga at all. So this behavior that you got, that every dark skinned people is our people and we been mixing. Bitch, we just got out of segregation like few fucking 20 decades ago. We just got out of segregation. You know what that mean? We not fucking nobody. So if somebody chose to do it, that was just them. The fuck is you talking about? We been mixing for thousands of years. Shut the fuck up. No, the fuck we ain't. We been the same old niggas. See no motherfucking Mexicans in my projects in Chicago. I ain't seen nothing but niggas in my projects in Chicago. Nothing but niggas. So somebody lying. Somebody lying. The great mixture. Ain't no great fucking mixture. Excuse me. All lies. So the American First Committee is back, and they're fighting with first generational ass fucking liberals. First generational. Motherfuckers who's not been here, who wasn't here when the Constitution was written, who wasn't here when slaves were free, who wasn't here when none of this shit was going on. Motherfuckers who just walked into America and got citizenship, and now they're Americans. Now they want to run for president and be in office and change the rules. It can't happen like that. It can't happen like that. We got rules. We got values. Our concept of God has always been whatever. It ain't something that I'm really into, but, you know, it's always been God in the sky, Jesus Christ, whatever the people want to be Catholic, but it's always been that God in the sky, and God we trust. Now y'all want to turn this shit into, and our God had rules. I'm talking about the God that governs America. Islam, everybody might not believe in Islam that live out in motherfucking Jordan or fucking Saudi Arabia. Everybody might not be with it. Everybody might not believe in it. But that's the God that governs their country. Meaning that God got rules. You can't be fucking around with this gay shit. You can't be fucking around doing shit that's against, killing each other and all this shit. This shit was supposed to be against their God. You can't do that. And we got rules too that they are straight bending. They don't give a fuck. They done sexualized our whole motherfucking kids and everything. And we standing behind that shit. We standing behind. They got Negroes to stand behind faggots. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. I'm not saying people can't do what the fuck they want to do. Do what you want to do. But we can't. This is a land of the free. But we can't pass that as a law because we have a God here. And that God is against. That's what that shit is about. So, wake up knowing what this shit is about. It's bigger than just us, y'all. It's bigger than just us. And it's if you can pay attention to these motherfuckers are so, if we ain't doing nothing, if we don't vote, what big problem is it? What problem is it? What problem is it if we don't vote? Some is a problem if we vote. These motherfuckers bringing everybody out. They done brought Obama out. They done brought all the rappers, everybody out to speak to Negroes about vote. Hey, Negroes, look, let me tell y'all young men something. Everybody want to talk to us all of a sudden. We didn't give a fuck about voting a few years ago. We give a fuck less. Y'all can run this shit how y'all want it. Use our grandmothers and grandfathers. But now since we want to vote, it's a problem. If it wasn't a problem, then why they making a big fucking deal? I'm just saying. If it doesn't affect anything, then why are they making a big deal that if we vote for Trump? Trump is a smart individual. If you think him saying that they cheated the election was for that election, it definitely wasn't. Go look at it now. They getting in trouble right now. They getting sued for cheating the elections like 4 states. He crucial. He crucial. Now, I done pointed out that y'all cheated the election. Y'all done took me to jail and trying to take my picture and all this old foul shit. And now, y'all cheating the elections for real and y'all getting sued for it by the citizens. He's fighting for America, not just your personal racist reason. We can go back into fighting white people when the fuck they closed the doors back and the borders back. Right now, we got a problem within that we got to stick with some of these crackers over. It is what it is. It's like that family member that I can't fucking stand. But if we was spending the night at the crib and somebody broke in, we got to go fuck them up first. And then I'm going to go back to busting your head, bitch. And I don't like you. I don't like you. But I promise to God, before I let grandma house or grandpa house burn down and everything gets stolen in here, we got to fight together. That's it. That's how the game goes. That's it. So we got to fight with these crackers that we might not like and they might not like us. We got to fight. We got to fight with them. Because now they're trying to take all of us out the game. Then we can get back to fucking each other up. But right now, no, this is about some Asian motherfuckers coming in. Motherfuckers that changed names and did this and don't want to give us that. And they fucking with us. Everybody want to talk to us all of a sudden. It's about voting. Hey, we seen all these niggas go. What they doing is they seeing all these niggas go to get registered to vote. They like, oh shit. They scared. Why they scared if the voting don't mean nothing? Exactly. They scared than a motherfucker. Why they scared if the voting don't mean nothing? Why Obama want to talk to us? We ain't seen you, bitch. Everybody want to talk to us now. Why? The voting don't mean nothing. Ain't nothing gonna change. Y'all running from that white man. And I know why. The American First Committee is back. Blessing be to the tribe. Let them steal the information. If you see motherfuckers stealing the information, call their ass out in them comments. Send their ass to hell with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, because I'm voting today. I will be down there voting today. I'm just waiting. About to go eat lunch. And yeah, I'll be voting today. Shout out to Donald Trump, man, and everything he trying to fucking do. Hopefully we can bring some businesses and some money back to the corporation, because we losing. Half these niggas working from home. They taking over. Motherfucking whole cop full of Venezuelans. Just out this bitch. I know y'all don't know nothing about the women being snatched out here. Partially almost raped and shit. It's a lot going on out here. So yeah. Vote against these motherfuckers the best way you can. Blessing be to the tribe, man. Stay alert, stay alive. Y'all know the MO.